Hello and welcome back to FlexSim Geek. Today, we're going to dive into the Autodesk InterOp Module for FlexSim software. So, what exactly is the InterOp Module used for? We know that FlexSim provides 3D models with a variety of functions, but one limitation is that it can't always replicate the visual properties of the actual models used in factories. This is where the InterOp Module comes in. It helps solve that visual discrepancy by importing CAD models created in Autodesk Inventor directly into FlexSim's 3D environment. Let's dive into the InterOp module and see how it looks in the FlexSim window. At the top toolbar, you'll find the factory option. This appears after you've installed the InterOp module. Click on that. There, you'll see an asset browser. Select it. Here you can view all the assets that the InterOp module offers. You can explore them freely. They're also categorized into different industrial areas for easier browsing. Another great functionality of the InterOp module is that you can build an entire factory layout in Autodesk Inventor, export it to FlexSim, and then add functionalities and logic to the models for simulation. That's how simple it is now to build a factory using the InterOp module. Now, let's import a factory layout into our FlexSim model. Click on File, select Open Factory Layout, and then choose your factory layout file. After that, a Model Units window will pop up. Follow the steps shown in the video to set the correct units. FlexSim will now convert the Inventor model into FlexSim's own 3D format. This process might take a little time. Once the conversion is done, you can see that the sample factory layout has been successfully imported into the FlexSim model. Let's explore the imported layout. It includes an inbound truck that delivers raw materials, a forklift for material handling, a work platform, a packing machine, and more. But remember, these are all just 3D models for now. They don't have any functionality yet. We need to add that functionality to bring the model to life. Okay, let's dive into adding those functionalities. Alright, now I'll select the truck and convert it into a source. Let's see how to do that. Click on the truck, and in the Properties panel, you'll see the Shape option. Click on it. Inside that, you can find various FlexSim objects. This is how we add functionality to different 3D objects. For the truck, we'll select Source. Now the truck will act as a source. Next, I'll adjust the inter-arrival time settings for the source. Now, I'll convert the work platform into a queue, just like we did for the truck. Once that's done, I'll connect the truck to the work platform using the A connector, just like this. After that, we can run the model and check. As you can see, the box is produced from the source and placed onto the queue. Next, we'll add functionality to the forklift. After that, we'll do the same for the packing machine. The InterOp module also allows us to assign multiple functions to a single 3D object. Let's see how that works. Right-click on the 3D model and go to Edit Content. A new window will open where you can add one or more FlexSim objects inside this 3D space. Okay, let's add the functionality for the packing machine. I'll start by adding a queue, and then I'll resize it. You can also see the FlexSim 3D object in the main window while resizing, so you can adjust it accordingly. Next, I'll add another queue, just like this. Then I'll add a processor. Now, I'll connect the queues and processors using the A connectors, as shown in the video. After that, we need to connect the work platform queue to the packing machine queue, just like this. Once that's done, you can hide the 3D object by going to the More Visuals section and unchecking Show 3D Shape. I'll do this for the rest as well. However, keep in mind that when you hide the 3D shape, you won't be able to select the objects easily while making connections. Now we can edit the conveyors, and for the conveyors it is little from other 3D objects. So let's dive into it. Right-click on the 3D object and click on Edit Content. Place conveyor just like this. Adjust the length, width and height of the conveyor to match the InterOp 3D object. After that, we'll connect the conveyor from the packing machine. Since the 3D shape are hidden, we need to unhide the 3D shape in the objects. For that, click on the 3D object and got the object tree just like this. Click on the required queue that needs to be shown. Go to More Visual and check the 3D shape. Just like that. After that, I'll con it between the queue and the conveyor using a connector just like shown in the video. Now in the Conveyor Properties panel. In the More Visuals tab, we need to add another visual property. Click on the Add button and in the visual window, I'll rename it as Invisible. I'll change the value of height and width to 0 just like this. And click OK. Now you can see that the conveyor is hidden. Now we'll do the same for the next two conveyors. Just follow along with me. I'll set the speeds of conveyors to 1. Now, I'll add a processor to the heat tunnel object. Right-click on the heat tunnel object and select Edit Content. Inside the window, add a processor and resize it. Now, I'll add a connection from the previous conveyor to the processor. Next, I'll edit this conveyor just like we did with the first conveyor. Now, I'll add a queue to the model and connect it from the conveyor. Then, I'll add another connection from the processor to the conveyor, and finally, I'll hide the 3D shapes. Next, I'll add a floor storage object to the model and connect it from the queue. Now, let's add functionality to the AGV. You can follow along in the video for this part. Finally, I'll run the model. But before that, I'll adjust the speeds of both the AGV and the forklifts. Alright, let's run it. Now you can see that the model is running as intended. Each object is functioning exactly as it's supposed to. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.